The owners of this palatial West Vancouver home, recently assessed at more than $6.7 million, have been ordered to demolish a 1,500 square foot building resembling a small residence constructed without permits at the back of their property.
I can't recall ever seeing a case like this. You can't construct a home without building permits.
The owners of the unpermitted backyard structure near a steep slope next to Brothers Creek did not appear at the meeting before Council's unanimous vote last month.
I'm really quite surprised. This is a significant issue.
They again built it with zero permits, zero inspections, and it's unacceptable safety risk.
Staff learned about the unauthorized building, which is hidden by trees, in May 2024 after a complaint about a large new structure on the property.
How can this happen in this day and age? An entire house can get built and nobody knows that there have been no permits issued.
Nobody saw it. Finally, somebody complained. As soon as we hear the complaint, we investigate.
A stop work order was issued and the owners, Naib Jarami and Aisha Mansouri, along with Omid and Cameron Jarami, have been slapped with close to $15,000 in fines. $500 has been paid. The owners, who are engaged in litigation with Shahin Construction, could not be reached. The builder claims he's owed nearly $150,000 and says he was hired to construct a gazebo, but walked away after 30% of the job because the owners failed to obtain permits and the project grew much bigger.
Do you think they tried to build a secondary home in secret without anyone knowing?
Yes, I think that's the problem, yes. Exactly the second house, I know that, that's why. When I realized it's going to be a second house, that's why I didn't touch it.
The defendants claim the builder falsely or negligently represented he would obtain a permit for the work and that the gazebo could be designed in accordance with all bylaws and codes.
It's such a waste. Nobody serves in public office wanting to force somebody to tear their home down, but there's safety issues here that have to be addressed.
Kristen Robinson, Global News.
Illegal or unpermitted home construction and renovations remain a big problem in Surrey despite increased enforcement and fines. Joining us to talk about this is Surrey Mayor Brenda Law. Good morning, Mayor. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Jason.
So this has been a long-standing issue in Surrey. Is this particular to your city? And if so, why is that?
Well, I don't know if it's particular only to my city, but it certainly is very, very much a challenge for our city. Surrey has a lot of basement suites in it. And so we're having to take this action because this is really about public safety. This is about making sure that homes that people are living in are safe. And so we've taken this very decisive action.
So what sort of construction are homeowners undertaking, and is it ignorance or this is a deliberate attempt to thwart the rules and save some money?
You know, I'm sure I can tell you everybody has a fascinating story about why they are not doing what they should know are the rules. But we're seeing things like a single family residential unit being turned into eight homes, 8 dwelling units. We're seeing others where they have taken a barn and reconfigured it to be housing, carports turned into housing for people, all completely inadequate, all done without permits. And so, Jason, you can imagine when that work is done, the city has no idea about it. If emergency vehicles have to attend, if there is a fire, or if there is another action that happens in a health-related problem in that house, the fire department or the emergency services, the ambulance, will have a difficult time finding that location. There's just a myriad of problems with it. But really, the big problem is people are doing things like wiring and plumbing, and we have no idea how safe those houses are. And in fact, we're finding out that they're not safe at all.
What sort of penalties do property owners face now if they do get caught?
So over the last year, the city has sent out about $50,000 in fines. And for the most part, people aren't paying them. So we've had to take these kind of actions where we put the property on notice. It's on the title of their home ownership. And so they just must do something to make sure that it's rectified, because their banker wants to know their house is legal, their insurance does. And I can tell you, the next person who buys that home wants to know that house is legal.
Right, that makes sense. So is there anything that you're considering to do something different? Is there enough education for citizens of Surrey of what's legal and what's not? How do you make people comply with your bylaws?
Well, I can tell you, taking action against some is having ramifications to others, and it is making a huge impact on what the conversation is out there. People are knowing, and we are getting more people calling in and saying we want to know how to make sure we've done the right thing. But I can tell you, you can't just all of a sudden make a house legal.
Yeah.
It's going to take taking down walls. It's going to do a lot of those things. But one thing that we are doing in the city, and I think this is, maybe part of the problem, we have speeded up the permitting process. So before, when it took longer, it takes a lot less time to get your building permit in and through.
Before that,
a stop work order issued in November 2024 hangs on this Surrey home. Despite the order, the owners built an addition that included 2 units, a rooftop deck, and 2 awnings, all done without permits. No one answered the door, but at a recent council meeting, the owner's attorney says the home is not his primary residence, and he didn't know about the stop work order.
Why did you ignore the stop work order when it was first posted?
I don't know, not my knowledge. Just was say we were so stressed out, and the guy said, okay, we do the permit, everything okay.
It's the latest Surrey home to get hit with a notice on title, alerting potential buyers, lenders, or insurers about non-compliant construction work. The city started the crackdown a year ago.
These homes are no longer safe, and we are very concerned. There is a reason that the city requires that there are permits for building, and that is to make sure that homes are safe for everyone.
In the last year, there have been 73 bylaw enforcement notices. 11 properties have a notice on title, and $50,000 in fines have been issued.